This is me. I'm going to do the stir-fried mixed seafood with holy basil, grachai and green peppercorns, so Cha Talay. So we've got some lovely tiger prawns here. We're just going to basically cut their heads off, but we don't want to throw out their heads, we want to use their heads. We want to just peel their head off and you want to keep the brain. We're going to cook all this. It's going to add a really lovely dimension to our stir-fry. And then we just want to butterfly it down the back like that, so that it cooks evenly when we go to stir fry. Okay, and then we have some red grouper here. The red grouper, any white flesh fish should be fine, something with a bit of texture so when you stir fry it, it comes out nice. And I just want to once again cut it into pieces that are going to cook in a similar time to the prawns themselves. Because you're going to throw in all the seafood together with the paste, pretty much just all together, and then it's just going to cook nice and quickly. Okay, and then to finish we have a little bit of squid. If you have the tentacles and the wings, even better. For me that's a really lovely part of the squid. Also has a bit more texture. And you just want to score it so that when you cook it, it rolls up. And then once again you just want to cut it sort of opposite angle to the way you've scored it so that it rolls up nicely. Okay, so we've got our seafood prepared. We want to prepare all our vegetables as well. So we've got these long red chilies once again, red and green. We just want to cut them lengthways, fork and spoon size. Then we have these, which are the fresh green peppercorns. You can see them canned a lot of time in Western food. We want to find the fresh ones, fresh green peppercorns. Last but not least, we have our grachai again, which is called lesser galangal or wild ginger or lots of other names. I call it grachai because that's what they call it in Thailand. Okay, and then we have the kaffir lime leaf again. Remembering with our kaffir lime leaf, we need to scrunch it up or squash it so that the flavors all come out, all the oil's released. And last but not least, we have this one. It's our holy basil, or spicy basil, some people call it. And this has a wonderful characteristic. What it actually does is it intensifies the heat when you're using it. Okay, so now we're going to pound our paste. So we always start, as always, with a little bit of salt. And this paste is not as fine as the curry paste. We want it quite coarse. So we add our coriander roots. Once again, about 3 coriander roots is plenty. Okay, and then we're going to add a very generous amount of chilies. So we've got the mouse shit chilies here. So we put them all in now. Okay, and then we have some of this green peppercorn. The green peppercorn, you just want to shred it off the vine so that it's not in there, because the vine's not actually edible, really, and it's not going to be nice in your paste. So just take it all out. So just bruise them. Okay, and then we have our grachai again, which is our wild ginger. We want to put this in. And then to finish we have this Thai garlic. The Thai garlic. Okay, so as you can see, we've got this paste here. It's really coarse, and that's what you want, because we're stir frying so quickly. If we have a fine paste, it's just going to burn. So this paste here is going to work really well with our stir fry. Okay, once it's really hot, we're going to put all this seafood in at the same time with the paste. Now it's called a stir fry, so as you're cooking, you want to stir and fry at the same time. You see that cooks quite quickly, which is perfect. Okay, then to season, we're going to add a little bit of fish sauce. The fish sauce, it just goes in there. Add a pinch of white sugar, just a pinch. This dish should not be sweet, but this white sugar is going to help round out that flavour. And then because it wasn't hot enough originally, we're going to add some dried chili powder as well. So a nice sprinkling of that. Okay, and then we're going to add a little bit of stock. Now this shouldn't be a wet dish, but the stock's there to help bring all the flavours together and to have some sort of a sauce quality about it, but it shouldn't be wet like a soup. So you just add a small amount and let it cook. The hotter the dish, the more stock you can add, because the stock is going to evaporate quicker. But the stock is going to help when you add your vegetables and your leaves. Okay, then we add our fresh ingredients, the green peppercorns like we said before, the kaffir limes, the chilies and the grachai. So, and we want lots of that. That's going to increase the heat even more. Okay, so that for me is perfect, ready to serve. Okay, so there we have stir-fried seafood with green peppercorns, holy basil and grachai. So Cha Talay.